Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our Sixth Form Open Evening. My name is Mrs. Pressney, and I'm the head of Sixth Form, and I'm delighted that you have joined us this evening to find out more about what we have to offer at Bexleyheath Academy. If you choose to study here at Bexleyheath Academy, you'll experience remarkable facilities and resources. All of our students receive a Chromebook, for example, and they get to use this during their time here at the Academy for them 2 years, and it gives them access to their learning resources to support their studies both at home and when on site. Sixth Form students also have their very own study centre, somewhere they can use throughout the day in their study periods to work, of course with the library as an additional resource. And of course, if you choose to study here at Bexleyheath Academy, you'll be taught by some remarkable teachers who are all experts in their subject area. Each year, we're extremely proud of our Sixth Form students' achievements, averaging a B grade at A-level and a distinction in vocational courses. Now here on this slide, you can see all the subjects that we have on offer for our Sixth Formers. And they range from A-levels, including all 3 sciences, as well as the vocational subjects, should that be the pathway you choose. And of course, there is the option to do a mixed pathway with both A-levels and vocational. This is going to give you lots of options to enter into a pathway towards your chosen career. In a moment, I'm going to explain to you how you're going to get to listen to the teachers this evening. But I'm going to hand over, first of all, to Miss Doyle, who's going to talk about the personal development programme that we offer in Sixth Form. Miss Doyle.
Thank you very much. So good evening, I'm Miss Doyle and I'm the Assistant Principal responsible for our personal development programme at the Academy. So in Sixth Form, every single student will have one lesson of personal development, which is timetabled into their timetable. So personal development builds and develops each student's character and aspirations to support them academic and their personal development. In this lesson, it will provide opportunities for students to gain the tools and the language to make informed decisions, explore issues relevant to society, and develop the skills, attitudes, and knowledge to become successful young adults. So we do lots of work with personal development, both in that timetable lesson, but also through extracurricular activities and the enrichment programme that we run at the Academy. We work in partnership with a lot of external organisations. So you can see on the screen here just a couple of those, and that is just a snapshot of some of the organisations that we work with. So to support students in making their next steps and deciding what they want to do post-18, we work with the University of Greenwich, we work with the University of East London, and we work with amazing apprenticeships. This ensures that students have a really good understanding of the apprenticeship opportunities, the university opportunities, and the employment opportunities that are available to them after their study with us at Sixth Form, so they can make the most appropriate choice for them and for their career aspirations. We also work with a number of organisations which run mentoring programmes, such as Future Frontiers and Career Accelerator. This allows students the option to have a business mentor who works with them one-to-one and helps to work towards their goals, helps them to identify what those goals might be, and really acts as a professional support. It's a great insight into industry, and you might hear a little bit later from some of our Sixth Form students who've taken part in some of those mentoring programmes. We also work with companies such as Forage, which gives an online virtual work experience programme. Forage has proven that if students undertake a work experience programme with them, that they are 70% more likely to gain a place at university or employment because of the skills that they've developed and the industry knowledge that they will have. So it's a really fantastic programme, and we have a partnership with them. We also work with a lot of different companies such as the Talent Foundry and Life Skills with Barclays, which looks at real life skills, so managing finance and looking at how students would unpick their paycheck, and lots of financial literacy involved with that, and how professionalism, how to act in the workplace. So a real variety of different activities, and that, as I said, is just a snapshot of some of the things that we offer in our personal development lessons here at the Academy. So we are really looking forward to hopefully having lots of you join us next year and going from strength to strength with that. So I hope you enjoy this evening. And I'm going to hand back now to Miss Pressney, who will go through some of the logistics of the running order for tonight.
Thank you, Miss Doyle. Okay, so what you'll find if you go to our website, as you have already, there's lots of links on there for you which show all the different subjects, and they're categorised. So we've got the arts and media, we've got business and IT, and you'll see all the other ones under there. Now we have 4 breakout sessions in total. All you need to do at 5:10 is click on the link, and it will take you to our YouTube channel where you'll see a teacher presenting on that subject. For breakout session 2, you'll then be able to click on a different link to listen to some different subjects. Each one has 2 to 3 subjects within that group. So you'll be listening to plenty of teachers this evening to find out more about what subjects they have on offer. Halfway through, you can see on the menu there, we have a student panel with questions and answering. So we have 3 of our 6th form students here ready to answer some of your questions. You just need to make sure you're clicking on that at the right time to be able to enter the studio to follow the questions and the teachers. Thank you, Miss. So once you click onto the link to show the subject that you'd like to listen to, this is what it might look like. So if you click onto psychology, you'll see the teachers talking about the subject. But in the top right-hand corner, you'll notice something called a Slido code. Now, if you visit the website slido.com and you type that code in, that will allow you to interact with our teachers this evening. So any questions that you have, please post them into that Slido website, and they'll come through to our teachers, and at the end of their delivery, at the end of the session, they'll be able to answer them for you. If we don't get to answer all of your questions, then of course, please do email us and we'll try and answer them for you the following week or the following day, hopefully. Okay, now you'll also notice on our website, our application form has gone live. So after this, if you're ready to fill that in, please visit the website and you'll see on how to apply the application form to start filling in. Okay, so this is what we've got coming up next. We've got a few minutes. At 5:10, we have breakout session 1. So I would encourage you to have a look down the list of all the different subjects and decide which one you'd like to prioritise for session 1. That will all be available for breakout session 2, 3 and 4 also. So you can click on a different one each time. For the student panel, if you think I've got a question already for them students, we do have a Slido code there on the screen, which is hashtag 681572. So if you want to make a note of that at any point, you're welcome to start adding your questions, and we'll come back to that at 5:10 to 6. Okay, welcome everybody. I hope you have a really great evening. I hope it's full of lots of information for you. And yeah, please just obviously go to the website and make sure you're clicking on the link that interests you to join the breakout sessions. Have a good evening. Good afternoon, welcome back. Hopefully you've had lots of valuable information from the teachers across the different subjects. Remember, there's going to be 2 more breakout sessions after this. This is our student Q&A session. Thank you to people that have been sending through their questions. Let me remind you, the code is in the top corner there of the slide. If you visit slido.com, pop that code in and your questions will come through to me. Now I'm going to introduce you to our 3 students. We have Kanika, Mahiz and Evie. Come over here. Okay, so I've got some questions for you. We would like to know a little bit about your experience in sixth form. So here's the first question. What subjects do you study? Maybe all 3 of you could answer that question.
As Miss just mentioned, I'm Evie and I'm one of the head girls at Bexleyheath Academy, and I take English literature, psychology, media and infotech, which I did a year course in.
My name is Mahiz. I study biology, health and social and psychology.
And I'm Kanika, I'm the other head girl, and I study maths, media, psychology and art BTech.
Thank you. Okay, so another really interesting question. I've got no name on these, by the way, it's from Anonymous. It says, is there any subject that you regret taking or was disappointed as it was not what you thought it was going to be? Good question.
Well, I can't lie, at the start of the year, I picked up history because I enjoyed it throughout GCSE. However, it wasn't something that I knew I'd be able to do well in, and I didn't really need it for my course. So in the first half term, they let me drop it and switch out for a subject that's more suitable for me.
Yeah, I would definitely say take a subject that you really like, and if you don't like it, you can always drop it, which is a good thing, and then pick up another subject. But take a subject that you think you'll do well in and it's good for your career path.
Thank you. Okay, so these are not in any particular order. This next one, do you do work experience in sixth form?
Would you like to talk about that one?
Well, we had an option of doing virtual work experience or work experience in a placement, and due to COVID, I was lucky enough to get a work experience in the Metropolitan Police. I did work experience with my friend's mum, who does the murder team, and she's into like criminology, which links to the subject psychology. I really enjoyed it, and it gave me the chance to see more of a work environment, which is why now I'm choosing to do a degree apprenticeship rather than go to uni, because in a degree apprenticeship I will be in a work environment and I will also be studying, but I'll be mainly working on a job.
Thank you. Okay, so another question here. Are A-levels a lot harder than GCSEs?
I would say A-levels are definitely a lot harder than GCSEs, as it is quite a significant jump, but it is the pathway to either going to uni or doing an apprenticeship or going straight into your job. So I would say it is worth.
So you kind of need to be that step up.
Yeah.
From GCSEs, you'd say. Okay, thank you. I'm not sure which one got to answer this. Why did you choose sixth form instead of going to college? We've got lots of people out there watching right now and they're not sure what they want to do. Why should they choose sixth form?
Well, I personally picked sixth form because I need to go, I want to go into university, and a lot of universities, they do need the qualifications like A-levels and BTECs, which they can offer at colleges, but I liked the sixth form structure and I like the idea of being in a timetabled place and having everything planned out for me.
And personally, I chose sixth form because I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I found when I visited college, it was more a specific course that you had to do, and I didn't know. I didn't want to do beauty, I didn't want to do journalism, so I kind of came to sixth form to discover what I was good at and had an extra 2 years to find out what I actually eventually want to do.
So one of the questions also people might be asking is, how many subjects do you study?
Well, I've studied 4, but I only did 4 because my fourth one, I was able to do in a year, which was infotech. So I've already got the grade for that, which is a distinction star. So now I'm able, when I'm applying to unis or applying to apprenticeships, I'm able to say I've already been given a grade in a year, and then my other 3 subjects are all A-levels.
Okay, another question here. So this one's about media studies. Could you do media studies at A-level if you didn't do it for GCSE? And that would go for any subject like psychology, sociology. If you haven't studied at a GCSE level, can you still pick it?
Well, they do recommend it because then it helps you get a foundation on the subject. However, I didn't do media or psychology in GCSE just because I just chose not to, and it wasn't difficult to like settle in. Obviously, the first term I'd recommend just keeping your head down. However, with core subjects, I think having a good foundation in it and meeting the grade requirements is suitable.
Thank you. This is on the back of a previous question. It says on the application form, it states add up to 4 subjects. If we add 4, are we expected to do all 4 as A-levels? What are the options if you started on 4?
Well, we have 4 in the first term, and then I think you have the option to drop one of them, because it's recommended to keep 3 subjects going, and the 4th is it's up to you and it's your choice.
Yeah, 4 is heavy A-level subjects is very hard, and that's when you'll have to be revising a lot in your study periods. But if you really want to do the 4 subjects, you are welcome to. But I recommend perhaps doing a year, maybe what I did, and then doing 3 A-levels.
Okay. Have you been involved in any additional programs during sixth form outside of your lessons? What else is there?
Well, the sixth form have offered many programs. I've done a mentoring program, which I'm doing right now, and it just helps me understand what degree apprenticeships I want to take and also what pathways I should choose, because at the start of sixth form, I wanted to go into teaching. And now after mentoring, it's made me realise that I have other skills such as clear communication, confidence and presenting, which kind of links to the marketing jobs. So with my careers advisor, they found me marketing jobs like digital marketing, but also different jobs like public relations. And that's what I've been looking more into recently.
Yeah, just to add on Evie's point, we do many programs. One that I have also taken part in is the Coachback Program, where you choose the subject you would like to improve on, and then you get a mentor who would then help you get better at that subject so you can reach the grade that you aspire to reach.
Excellent. Okay, so some questions we've already kind of addressed. There's some similar questions coming up here. One of them's asking about study periods. What are study periods and what do you do in them?
Well, study periods, I'm not going to say they're just for studying. They could be for outside applications as well as inside school. So you could be working on your CV, you could be working on a personal statement, you could even be doing work such as, if you choose English, you may be doing some revision for it. Mostly in my study periods, I do stuff that I wasn't sure in lesson, because I like to go over stuff and make sure I fully understand it. So I write down some notes in lessons, and in my study periods I'll go over and look at them subjects, which just makes it much clearer. So in the next lesson I'll be ready and know all my check-in answers.
Thank you. Let's have a look for another question. How many days in a week do you have to go to school?
So at this sixth form, we're timetabled to go in for all 5 days, and it's for the full day, to be honest. And yeah,
So
we are offered though flexible time. So my flexible time would be on a Wednesday, and you get last period off to go home early and perhaps revise, just so not everyone's cramped in the sixth form. But it would depend on your lessons what your flexible time would be. So some may be on a Friday or some maybe on a Wednesday. It just depends.
You also know at lunchtime as well, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so another question coming up here. Is there a careers advisor to speak to if you really are stuck with what you'd like to do as a career?
Do you want me? Okay, well, there is a careers advisor. We've also got Miss Doyle, who helps us I've been to her twice, and the first time I went to her, it was a whole different career, as I was saying about teaching. And now the second time, I said I really like marketing, and what she's done, she's sent me some job applications or apprenticeships that offer marketing and also work experience, because at that time it was the end of year 12. So she sent me some companies that did virtual work experience, and then I was lucky enough to find some real life work experience.
Is the sixth form in a different building to the rest of the pupils?
Yeah, the sixth form is to a different building from the rest of the school. And I think the school done that just to give us our own space, just so we're separated from the younger years, just so we have our own space to, you know, study and just to make sure we're on track. And yeah.
Are your lessons all in there?
Not all our lessons are in the sixth form block. We do go to the main block to do some of our lessons, but some of our lessons we could have in the sixth form centre would be upstairs.
Okay, so just keeping an eye on time because we have another breakout session starting soon. So one final question really, are you planning on going to university? What's your next steps?
I think you two are, aren't you?
Yeah. Me personally, I'm planning on going to university. I want to go into sports physiotherapy as I do biology, which is quite a content-heavy subject, but I am doing well in it, so hopefully I will get the grades I want. What was the question?
And then,
Are you going to university?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm probably going to be going to university as well. I'm kind of stuck between a degree apprenticeship and uni. So I've been getting support from school. We've got our personal development sessions going on where we are like sorting out all of our applications and deadlines for our future.
yeah, and I'm applying for university because it's really good to apply just for experience on personal statements, but I am mostly heading towards a degree apprenticeship, but they are very hard to get. So
I suppose the university application would be a
Yeah.
good backup for
so
you.
it's just backup option. And if I do end up changing my mind because I'm very indecisive, then I've got an option.
Okay, thank you guys. That was really informative. Apologies if we haven't been able to answer all of your questions. But obviously you're welcome to come and speak to your teachers in school to find out any more or email me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you're an external student, then do drop us an email and hopefully we'll be able to answer your questions there. So that's the end of your Q&A session.
Thank you.
So everybody watching, your next breakout session starts at 5:15. So we've got just a couple of minutes there for you to leave this studio and to select the one that you'd like to go into next and enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Much.